know the shit about it was like he didn't have a bed till like it was a year before he died or some shit.
I mean, it's a lot of stories because people that understand that this thing is not about us. We do it for the next generation.
No.
We just smoke weed because these crazy motherfuckers are trying to be famous and trying to look.
He was just about his family.
You see what I'm saying? Then, but you got to realize something too. Sometimes you can be about your family and that family kills you because they're going to betray you.
Unfortunately, that's what happens.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. It can happen. Exactly.
I don't want to feel entitled to my people. They have their life. They don't owe me nothing. They gave me birth. I'm here. But
from 77 to 98, I was a musician touring. And then my kids came along. I retired. And Bay Area or whatever, over 2,000 shows. Long story. Had met my wife a few years before. And then when she found out she was pregnant, I said, I told her, I was like, you know, my contract's been up, I'm doing some solo, you know, whatever. I had management. And I just said, I want to watch my kids grow. She's like, really? He's like, yeah, I've done it long enough. Your name, young man?
And I'm meeting you now.
Yes, sir. You have to understand right now is I have shoulders completely separated, broken. Shit, completely fucked up. My name is Curtis, or as out on the streets, everybody here calls me Grandpa.
Curtis Grandpa.
Well, I'm Grandpa or the Captain. There's a lot of guys.
You know who his name is Curtis?
Who, sir?
50 Cent. Curtis Jackson. Well, when I first came to America, everybody was calling
Mayfield,
me 50 Cent.
you know, right? There's right. A lot of people. Kurt means, in English language, Kurt itself means short and to the point. Or whatever. So with me, though, mother is the word for God and the lips and hearts of all children. Mother is the
word for God.
Word for God.
On the
lips and hearts.
Lips and hearts of all children.
Thank you so much for
music saved my life too. It's crazy. And I found myself going the other way. And I went back to Africa and I saw some different things in Africa. And I was like, we'll come back to LA. Now I'm back here and it's a spiritual journey. And I chose to stay in the spiritual life. So it's making choices where you feel me. Understanding that this life is not about that. And sometimes we make good choices. Like I say, you literally my grandpa. You my grandpa. You know what I'm saying? And we made a choice out of love, out of the kindness of our heart. And then people just keep us.
So I'm Sicilian. You know where that is? It's Mediterranean, so we're also part Africa. Yeah, right, whatever. So my grandfather, who raised me, or whatever, was born on a kitchen table, Berkeley, California, June 21st, 1918, the last of 11 children, the only one born in the States.
The last of 11 children, number 11.
Out of 11. So,
I landed in August 11, 2010. That's why I came to
America. Beautiful. So my grandfather every day would say, you be a good person. You do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And when I'd come home, he'd say, well, what did you learn today? You didn't learn something. What the hell were you doing?
What did you,
Right, or whatever. And you be a good person because it's, you know, and do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. And you never walk past anyone with a spell without
helping them.
Who the fuck are we? To not, you know, you don't judge. People don't understand it, you know, whatever else. And I think God was a woman. Don't necessarily believe that God was a man. Jesus Christ was obviously black, right, or whatever. I don't give a shit what stupid portraits.
Yeah, he looked like me, just with no tattoos.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I mean, it's like, you really honestly think that the stupid Catholic Church and Christianity and everything else goes at you and all this other bullshit? So they don't lie about Muhammad or the Buddha or things like that.
Yeah, they only lie about Jesus.
Yeah, it's like, really? Are you that mentally just gone. I'm a man of commitment.
As I am, that's why we're meeting today. Amen to that.
Man of focus,
commitment,
determination, and sure will.
Sure will.
Never send a boy. What's this one?
Fierce, resilient. After the fight is life. Love life.
Beautiful,
we are
man.
You my grandpa.
Beautiful. No.
I'm doing music. I want to get into the world.
You're a good person. You understand that? Yeah. And that's what this life is about, is to be a good person. And I mean, you can't do anything else. The meaning of life is you get to live. The key to love is understanding. Anything you can imagine has to be possible, or therefore you could not imagine. I came up with all of what I'm telling you in the 4th grade. And I'm gonna put this down, I'm weighing myself. My hippie school teacher, Miss Wilson, would have it carved in wood displayed in the classroom. And so I would do she gave me, long story, I have 171 kids. Doesn't mean shit unless you do something with it, right, or whatever else. But they'd give me a book, you know, the math book, whatever else, I'd hand it back to them that day. And they'd be like, what is this? And it's like, well, I'm finished with it. Like, you can't, there's no way. So Miss Wilson was the first one that would just leave me be. She'd just say, don't even bother. He's gonna sit and write or draw or do something or whatever else, and I guarantee whatever it is gonna be profound. He doesn't understand. I don't know how to do anything other than just be a good person and be happy I woke up today. Right?
We are so similar. It's ridiculous because I don't know how to be anything else than a good person. And I'm just telling these people sometimes that I meet that I'm not from here. This is not my church. I'm African. And I refused for a long time to turn like you guys. So I'm not gonna go hurt somebody because I want something.
No.
I'm gonna go help and heal somebody. And whatever that I'm going through, I'm not worried about it. I'm focusing on a miracle that God promised me. You see what I'm saying? So along the way, when I meet people, I just know He equipped me to either help, even save, or heal. And I have to be a good person every day. So now we encounter some people. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So much.
My grandfather used to do this and all the time. He'd just, whenever you're upset or something, never ever told me he loved me. But, and when I would be having a bad time, he'd say, take a walk. Take a walk. He's like, just take a walk. Take a walk. Meet people. Look at all this shit. Go find a nice, go walk on the beach.
Yeah.
Go to a forest. Whatever, something. Go back to nature. Whatever.
So lovely.
Right? If you don't, he said this is, he wouldn't last 10 minutes here. He'd get me the fuck out of here. So I actually met, I'm a Cal grad, Cal Berkeley grad, right? Physics, astronomy, mathematics. So, twice, Dalai Lama visited Cal, and I got to actually meet him. Fucking changed my life. Couldn't believe it. Right before my children were born, do you know who Pol Pot is? Pol Pot. So Pol Pot took over Cambodia, and he wanted to go back to an agrarian society. So if you had glasses, they'd kill you. You had to be a farmer. You had to completely deny any of this shit, right? So he taught children how to butcher people. He killed, in 2 years, he killed 2.2 million of his population, and he would stack the bones in order along the streets by the thousands. You don't do what I say, that's what happens to you. So the motherfucker in 1998, right before my children are about to be born, I have a friend that I'm going to the Buddhist temple, and I found out that Pol Pot has just died. And they were looking for him. He was in the jungle and shit, whatever, hiding. And he died. So I walk into the temple, and they're all sitting down in lotus posture. And another one is shaving their head. And I walk in and I try to get them attention. They're chanting, right? So finally, my friend gets done, and he comes over and he's like, "Can't talk." And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "We're praying for him to go to their father. We butchered 9 of your family members. Stick their bones on the fucking street. You're praying for that son of a bitch." It's like, yeah, you can't be hateful. You can't be hurtful. I was like, well, my hair is down to my ass, and I sit down and like, shave my fucking head. My grandfather every day would give me money to go get a haircut, and I wouldn't get a haircut. And when I came home, he was like, "I didn't say shave your fucking head. I said, get a goddamn proper haircut." I was like, he didn't understand what was happening. And my wife was like, "What in the fuck?" And I was like, I get it now. I completely get it. Even somebody that's had so much pain inflicted or hurt so badly is able to forgive. And that's fucking scary, man. That's terrifying.
And when you get to that level, you see what I'm saying? So, I mean,
man, I mean, I just couldn't believe it. No hatred, no nothing, no nothing. Just his thing was, we don't want him to come back, because with Buddhism, it's reincarnation. Until you finally figure it out, we don't want him back. He's just going to do this again. It's like, God damn it, man, that is about as deep as you're going to possibly motherfucking get. Watch out, young man. Come here. Car's coming on. So it was like, I can't believe it. Like, fuck, man, how do you do that? I mean, but after that, and then when I saw my children born, basically a week and a half later, I got it. It was like, it's that simple. It's that simple. No one has any right to judge. And if you're good to people, sometimes who knows what happened to them and made them like that, right, or whatever. So I don't know. My mom's been dead 36 years. I was on tour. My sister calls me in Germany and says, "Mom's dead. I hope you're happy." I was like, "Oh, that's great." I go as quick as I can. I have to leave. And I'm actually playing for Shaka Khan. It's a tour guitar player, right? So it was like, I wanted to leave. And then it came back to me that my mother said, you dreamt about this for a long time. I got drunk with some buddies of mine. I was about to get on the plane. You dreamt about this for a long time. There's nothing I can do. But
Really, man.
make her proud. Make her happy. No, I mean, I didn't go home and everybody was like, you're crazy. And it was like, well, she's going to be cremated. There's going to be no services, nothing. She requested nothing. And so it was like, you know, what's the point?
It's interesting. I don't want anything too.
Right.
I mean, if I don't want anything, I'm not gonna have it.
Yeah, I have a no resuscitation. So Friday I got hit by a car. My shoulder's completely separated. My top of my ball joint is right here. So I had a grand mal seizure in a Miles Road, March 16th. At Ralph's grocery store in Studio City. My wife almost watched me die. I've been with the same woman for 29 years, 3 months, and 16 days today. Right? She's a pain in my ass. But I would not, but she gave me my children. Right? So my children are both, you know what autism is. Both of my children are autistic. One of my child has never spoke. They're born cesarean, 1 minute apart. And so one of my children has never spoke a word and is still in diapers and will have to have care the rest of her life. So anything I made, all the money over the years I made and everything else and invested in whatever goes to take care of her. Cost me about $4,500 a month. My other one, they're both girls, was Maya and is now Max. And Max is transgender or whatever. Graduated also Berkeley, like myself, and whatever. Sociology. And is a pain in the butt. But I love Max. Good person. He does anything he possibly can from home. And so it's his whole life, getting people off the street. So anyways, though, imagine your child never being able to say your name, or what's gonna happen after you're gone. So my wife decided when Max graduated college 2 years ago, because she likes going, have you ever heard of the Rainbow Room? Yeah. So I've been going to the Rainbow Room 40 years or whatever. And so my wife loved the whole rock star lifestyle shit, right, whatever else, and felt robbed when I quit playing music. And so when Max graduated, she was like, I want to move to Hollywood. I was like, I want to go live in the Redwoods, Northern California. I've got a cabin. So my family's had the cabin since 1947. I want to go sit in my rocking chair where I have no phone reception, no cable, nothing. I have to have a landline to call out or whatever else. We have, we don't even have proper sewage system. We have what's called a cesspool. And she's like, what do you want to do that for? It's like, there are 400-year-old redwoods all around me. In this area, when they came in during the gold rush, Sutter and whatever, these people all ended up, people wanted to live there by what's called the Russian River, because they would go out and pan for gold. So they would go in and they would cut down the trees where they wanted to build their house and leave all the rest of the trees, or whatever. So the house is built out of trees that were at least maybe 400 years old. And
I would want to do the same thing. I don't know why I would stay in town. I would go there too.
Yeah, so
sounds like
termites don't like redwood. I don't know what the fuck that's about. But so it's just to sit in the rocking chair, get up in the morning, walk out, no police, no nothing. Once a day, a highway patrol officer will drive through and whatever, because there's nobody's going to commit a crime. Everybody's either retired or their families have been there for generations. My family is 5 generations. So she's like, I hate that place.
Who is Catherine?
My wife. That's my wife. Love of my life. I worship the ground she walks upon. I missed something from doing this. I started collecting. What is this?
No, just the you just made yours a heart.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And then
very nice.
Right. And then you have Catherine. Catherine is my mom's name.
No shit.
She has Alzheimer's.
Oh fuck it, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So when I heard you, yeah, when I went home, she told me the same thing. You've been dreaming about this your whole life. I haven't done anything yet, but yeah, I'm living my dream. And I hope music, even if it's for 30 minutes, can just bring my mom back. Unfortunately.
Yeah, no shit, right?
So I just keep making music because you like, I mean, I'm like you. You're my grandpa. To deal with all this pain, I just keep making music.
Oh no, yeah, exactly. I mean, I'll dig out my bag. I've got something I can give you my number, but yeah, one day I'll play again. She got extremely happy because I played. My kid came down, and on a Thursday night at the Rainbow, they have jam night. All right, so the first Thursday, you have to be able to improv. You're playing with a jazz band, all jazz musicians. They will not play a cover song. So, but Max comes down, and The Immigrant. You ever heard of The Immigrant song by Led Zeppelin? Anyways, so my kid and me go up and perform it, right, and whatever else. And everybody is like, she's like, so the only one time you're going to play was like, well, Max is here. And then Max is going to sing this song. So yeah, I'll go up and I'll play the song. Or whatever.
I think meeting me.
What are you thinking?
I think meeting me, you're going to play, dude.